But yesterday, Big Ben wanted to let fans know not to count him out for the next season just yet. He tweeted, quote, "Contrary to recent reports out there about my football future and my uncertainty about playing again, I am working hard and more determined than ever to come back stronger and better even next year," end quote. Now, Victor Cruz is still with us, but Damian, I'm going to start with you on this question. Will Big Ben's return make the Steelers Super Bowl contenders?
No. Listen, we're not talking about the Big Ben that, from a few years ago, the guy that could, big, strong, mobile quarterback that could move outside the pocket and make all types of plays. That's not the quarterback that we've been seeing recently. And I always point to, when we talk about postseason, everything starts within the division. You want me to tell you who's in the division right now? The league MVP and Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
Okay, we've seen what going from year one to year two for Lamar Jackson has looked like. I mean, you're talking about an astronomical jump for him. And the way that Baltimore Ravens organization has built everything around his tremendous skill set. He's only going to get better.
Yes.
Okay? So if you're Pittsburgh, that's what you're going to have to deal with for the foreseeable future, because this is a guy that's only 22 years old. Okay, get outside the division. You know who else you have to deal with? You got to deal with the Patriots, and you got to deal with Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson. All three of these guys, these quarterbacks that I just mentioned, these guys are 25 years and under. Okay, so you're talking about the face of the league right now within the AFC with those three quarterbacks that I talked about. So as much as we revere Big Ben for the play that he's had throughout his whole career, it's going to be a tall order for Big Ben to come back next year and to think to dethrone, Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore Ravens, and, Patrick Mahomes with the Kansas City Chiefs. That's a tall order for Big Ben.
I think it's possible, Woody. Obviously, barring any health issues, hopefully he comes back 100% from this injury to his elbow. But I think it's possible. When you look at that defense, they have 9 first-round draft picks on that defense. And what do you need to beat Lamar Jackson or Tom Brady is a good defense. And if Ben Roethlisberger comes back the way we're used to seeing him making those big plays down the field, he has a number one in Juju, he has a running back in Connor, he has pieces around him to be successful. And when you have a defense that's going to stop people, that's going to have a whole year under their belt. I mean, look where they're at now with their fourth-string quarterback, with guys that they didn't even expect to be playing the quarterback position this year, and they're still in contention. Some things have to happen, but they're right there in it. So imagine when they get a full year under their belt with Ben Roethlisberger playing at the level that we know he can play at, barring any injuries, if he's back at 100%. I think this team can make a legitimate run at a Super Bowl. Now, it's a tall task, especially in that division. Lamar Jackson, like you said, even guys like Patrick Mahomes in that division as well. I mean, and not in the division, in the entire AFC. You have to look at, the entire scope. I understand that, but Ben has been through the wars. He's been through the ups and downs. He understands how to make it to the highest point, to the pinnacle of this game. And I just think with the defense that they've been able to secure this year, and then having them go through an offseason program, get to know each other better, Big Ben getting back into the fold offensively, I think that Steelers team can definitely shake some things up next year. But it's all dependent on Ben's health. He has to come back healthy, and he has to come back and ready to do it for the entire season. But I think they got a shot, Woody.
You talking about a 38-year-old quarterback coming off elbow surgery. I mean,
I'm aware. That's why I said barring that's a big if.
That's a big if, especially when you talk about the young guns that I just pointed out who are only going to get better every year. Again, all three of these quarterbacks that I pointed out are 25 years and under. They haven't even hit their peak
What other
yet.
defense has 9 first-round picks on their starting defense? To be able to mold that and bring that into next year, and they're all ready, they've been together. Minka Fitzpatrick's going to have an offseason with this team and really dig into the nuances of this defense. Big Ben comes back. If he can just get the ball out to his playmakers, he doesn't have to go out there and be elusive and shake guys off. Trust me, at 38, he doesn't want those guys on his back anymore. He's just trying to drop back and get it to his playmakers and have them run all up and down the field. And I think we'll see an offense that's predicated and designed to do just that if and when Big Ben comes back.
Well, Vic, I I have to disagree with you on this
Oh,
one,
man. We was riding together for this whole time now.
We danced and everything. But right now, I got to go with Woody on this one. Big Ben coming back, 38 years old, elbow surgery. Yes, he's going to make the Pittsburgh Steelers better. That defense is good. Mike Tomlin, I love him. I think he should be Coach of the Year this year. But you got to go through Patrick Mahomes, Action Jackson. You got Deshaun Watson. I mean, these young Thundercats are ready to take over the AFC and the NFL. And I just think it's going to be a tall task for Ben Roethlisberger to come back and get this team to the Super Bowl.
I respect that. I understand how it goes, but I just think that Big Ben, where he is right now, I think that Mike Tomlin is absolutely the Coach of the Year. I mean, look at what he's doing with his third and fourth string quarterback. Yeah. And I think that when it's all said and done, when Big Ben is back out there, I think we'll see a different Steeler team. I think Mike Tomlin understands exactly how to get this team motivated year in and year out, no matter what the no matter what the roster looks like. And I think Big Ben coming back. Obviously, this is all barring Big Ben's elbow, and it's his throwing elbow, which is definitely more important and something that we have to keep an eye on as this year progresses into the offseason. But I think if Big Ben comes back healthy with Mike Tomlin and that defense, they can make some noise.
We're talking next season when Big Ben comes back, but let's talk about this season. Damian, do you think the Steelers have a chance to make the playoffs this season? We know they have a chance, but do you actually think they will make it?
No, I don't think they'll make it. I think the Tennessee Titans are pouring everything in this week. I mean, they've rested the league's leading rusher in Derrick Henry. They understand what's at stake in Week 17 when they got to play the Houston Texans.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.